All right, so yes, I fixed the comments. Okay, so my quality was poor and my comment section wasn't working, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Thank you so much for coming back. Southern Peaches, hello, how are you? Hi, hello, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. So we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and start a list. Um so we're just gonna go in order here. So I have Southern Peaches. I don't know if it's Tisha or Tika. And then I have Kiki. Oh, thank you, Southern Peaches. That is beautiful. All right. So, but yes, Kiki, you can definitely ask a question. So, Southern Peaches, go ahead with your question if you have one. Good, doing so good tonight. Really rainy, and we had like a really huge thunderstorm a little while ago. I was worried that we were going to have like a power outage. Where is everyone from? Oh, Tika, yes. Okay. Thank you, Tika. Kiki, thanks so much for subscribing. So I'm just clearing the energy really quick before we get started. Oh, Florida. All right, so Southern Peaches, who is coming towards me from now until August? Is this a love in regards to love? Yes, in love. Okay. Shannon, yeah, I'll add you to the list. Okay. Who is coming towards Southern Peaches in love from now until August? Southern Peaches in love. Southern Peaches in love. Southern Peaches in love. Ooh. Yeah, Kiki, you're added. Thanks for letting her know. All right. So, Peaches, I'm not sure if you have gone through or if you're currently going through or if you're going to go through a time where you've kind of just been doing a lot of in self-reflection, a lot of introspection, a lot of kind of like I don't know if you do meditation, but kind of going through a time where you've really been trying to figure out what it is that you want out of life, out of a partner, out of a relationship. The Tower is about major changes, shakeups, things that have really kind of just, it's like a turning point in your life, just things that kind of just threw you for a loop. So I'm I'm feeling kind of like that you've gone through something, and this person that is going to come to you is after like a major change in your life, just something that has just really kind of changed your perspective about things. The Four of Cups is someone who's kind of apathetic, who is not really interested in things. So you may have gone through a time of just really not being interested in relationships, or kind of not really interested in maybe the people that were coming towards you, or just kind of maybe been picky about the people you have um, that have been, I guess, pursuing you in a way. Um, but the Seven of Wands is kind of like you overcome a lot of challenges. I feel like you've been through a lot. I feel like with the Tower, with the Four of Swords, you kind of just been going through a lot of growth and a lot of like coming into your own person. Um, and when I asked what's coming towards you as far as the type of person that's coming in, this could be, it's Pentacles, so it could be an earth sign. I'm thinking, um, so earth sign, it could be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but it could be just people who have the qualities of these things. So this is someone really stable. This is someone who's very good at manifesting the things that they want out of life. This is somebody who is very generous, very caring, but also kind of slow moving. So they're very sure about what it is that they want out of life. So when they make a decision about something, like for instance, if they make a decision to pursue you, they're going to be absolutely sure. This is not a very fast moving, hasty, impulsive kind of person. This is somebody who really takes their time. They're very methodical. And this is somebody that's going to come to you after a time, which I feel like you may have already experienced, or is going to come after a time of just a lot of change and a lot of things that you've gone through, a lot of growth as a person. And I feel like all the things that you've been through in life so far is kind of preparing you for this person that's coming in love. I'm also going to pull a couple of my Oracle deck here for you, Southern Peaches, and see if there's anything else that you need to know. Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. And that kind of goes along with what I was saying. You know, you coming into your own, you going through a lot of this growth, and a lot of you figuring out kind of who you are, what you want out of life, and kind of preparing you for this person that's coming in. And I'm clairsentient, so I feel things. Um, and to me, this energy that's coming in, I feel like this person, because he's very stable, or she, it's a masculine, a divine masculine energy. So the person that's coming in for you, whether it's male or female, you know, whoever it is that's coming in for you is very stable. Um, and they're going to very much appreciate you being authentic. They're going to appreciate the person that you are and what you've been through. And I feel like there's another card that wants to come out, so give me 1 second here. No, Kiki, I haven't done you yet. Sorry. Okay, yeah, there was two more that wanted to come out. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation that someone is coming towards you. And seeing things from a new perspective. So again, that is a lot like, you know, it's so crazy how these oracle cards really do come together with the tarot. It's you having that new perspective, that new lease on life, really knowing who you are, coming into that discovery, having that new perspective, being your true authentic self, and having that faith that that King of Pentacles is on their way for you. So I hope that that answered your question, Southern Peaches. Maria C., I have you after Shannon. And Tika, I have you next, if you want to drop your question. You're welcome, Southern Peaches. Okay, so let's see. Tika, I think I just saw your question. What major changes are coming towards you? Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Tika, changes are coming towards Tika. Ooh. Tika, are you in a relationship? Because I'm seeing a lot of love. All right, so the Eight of Swords is someone who, it's almost like self-imposed restriction. It's someone who, it's like a bondage that is mental. It's someone who has a lot of like self-doubt, a lot of thoughts, maybe like thought patterns that maybe aren't so good for them. And as you can see, probably, I'm hoping that you can see in the camera here from the picture, you can see that she's not really bonded, she's not really tied, she's looking in the mirror here, and it's all in her mind. So this is from when it dropped out of the deck, it made me feel like because this is what's coming towards you, this is things that you're going to be releasing. That's what it made me feel like. It's things that you're going to be overcoming. So if you're having any toxic thought patterns, if you have anything that you need to, like negative thoughts or negative habits or anything like that, I feel like you're going to be letting go of those. Um, you're going to be taking, again, a lot of time here. You got the same card that Southern Peaches did. A lot of time for yourself. But in this reading, I'm feeling a lot of self-care, a lot of just kind of me time, maybe just spending some time at home, just maybe a lot of rest, a lot of relaxation. Kind of in like a hibernation type period because you're about ready to have a Ten of Cups moment, a Four of Swords moment, and an Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about new love. This is about overflowing emotions. It's basically an offer from the universe of a new love. And I feel like that new love is this Emperor here. The Emperor is someone who is very stable. This is someone who's very secure, um, kind of authoritative, very solid foundation. So I feel like this kind of person is going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to make the plans for the date kind of thing. So I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or not. If you are in a relationship, just know that that's kind of the energy you're going to have in the relationship is maybe kind of a refreshed energy in the relationship. Is if you're not in one, then maybe that's what's going to be coming towards you. Um, we also have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, I kind of see as like 1111. So it's like a make-a-wish kind of card. It's also about alignment and marriages as well. This card is about marriage and harmony and things like that. So if you are in a relationship, it could mean proposal. If you are not in a relationship, it could just mean that you are going to be in one at some point soon. And if you aren't there yet, maybe you just started a relationship, it could just mean that it's going to go to the next level. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, Tika. You're welcome. All right, Kiki. I know I know that you posted your question, but I think it was like a little while back. If you can post it again for me. Thanks for the subs, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to build my channel. I actually do have a Instagram and a Facebook page. I'll post the links above. And those are kind of already built up a little bit, but YouTube hasn't been. And I figured, why not? Let me go ahead and do something over here too. So it's Luna Affinity on Instagram and Luna Affinity on Facebook too. I have some reviews on there. I also do private readings, so they're more in depth. They're not like the mini readings like I'm doing now. You actually will get me for a longer time and you get to ask multiple questions. It's more interactive. Will Antonio the Pisces make a decision to come back to State University in the fall in the next few weeks? Okay. Antonio the Pisces. The Four of Swords kind of nice. All right, so the energy here is that he's still deliberating. However, because there's a lot of cups here and he's a Pisces, that's definitely a water sign here. I feel like he's leaning towards a yes. It definitely looks favorable. He's still deliberating. That's the energy. When it comes to free will and it comes to determining the outcome of the future, it all depends on the current energy surrounding the question. So I feel like he's still deliberating, but he is leaning more towards yes. The Queen of Swords is the energy of somebody who seeks knowledge, who seeks truth. So I feel like when it comes to university, that's kind of the energy. And because the cups here is Pisces energy, and that's the energy surrounding the question, this is also the King of Swords, which is about knowledge. It's about truth. So he has that kind of like studies, university kind of mindset on his mind. He wants to grow his future. The Seven of Pentacles is someone who has a vision. someone who has plans for the future, someone who is trying to grow and prosper. And Seven of Wands is someone who's overcoming challenges. So all of these cards here is very favorable for planning, for creating a future for himself, for making that decision to say yes. I don't want to say it's a definite, he's made his mind up 100%, but because the Four of Swords did come out, which is a very deliberative, or deliberating, like going back and forth kind of thing, debating with himself, trying to decide yes or no. But I feel like in his heart, he is leaning, all of the energy here is leaning towards a yes. Okay, Kiki? All right, Shannon, if you can post your question, please. Shannon, are you still here? Okay, well, hold the spot for Shannon. But we will skip over her for now. Um, if she comes back in, then we'll go back to her. But next I have is Maria. Maria, go ahead and post your question. Maria, are you still here? All right. What about find donuts? You're welcome, Kiki. Oh, Maria. Awesome. Sorry, it might be a little delayed. Okay, Maria, I gotcha. Maria, what major change is coming into my life? My life has been one big roller coaster ride and struggles. Okay. All right. Maria C. See what change is coming into Maria's life. Maria C. Find the donuts. You can go ahead and post your question, and I'll get to you after Maria. Yeah, I am going to save the video afterwards. I'll save all my lives. Maria C. What change is coming? What change is I got you, Maria. I got you. Don't worry. I got you right now. I'm drawing for you. Maria, I'm drawing for you right now. Oh, we got a runaway card. Hold on one second. All right, Maria. Amanda C. Yeah, I'm gonna add you on. Um, there's one other person ahead of you after Maria, okay? All right, so Maria, I am definitely seeing the struggles you have been through. Absolutely. So we have Nine of Swords. This is someone who's been through a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, um, this is like a card of anxiety, worry, things that keep you up at night, a lot of overthinking, a lot of in your head, just nightmares, waking nightmares, and just, one that's when you're sleeping. It's just a life of just heartache, basically. And the Hermit, is someone who's just taking a lot of time to themselves, kind of isolated. Even if you're surrounded by people, it's almost like you'd feel alone. Um, but the Hermit is a good card though, because it means that you're taking the time for yourself that's needed to heal, because you have the Five of Cups here. And the Five of Cups is about a lot of loss. There's a lot of heaviness here. I'm not sure exactly what your personal story is, but I'm feeling a lot of heaviness. I'm feeling a lot of kind of defeat in a way, and it just feels extremely heavy to me. Maybe even regret, disappointment, um, and almost like, pessimistic in a way, and not like a negative thing, like I'm saying anything bad about you, but almost just like you're kind of like, what gives? Like, when is this going to get better? Like that kind of outlook. And the Eight of Cups is someone who's walking away. They've come out of this. They're like, this is almost kind of like the Order, they just have this going on here, kind of like the Blues, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to get up. I'm going to leave my cups behind. I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to put behind what is no longer serving me anymore, because I'm tired of being this energy. I'm tired of feeling this way. I I want to feel better, and I don't want to be stuck here. And you deserve that. You don't have to stay in that energy if you don't want to. So the Eight of Cups is when you walk away from things that are no longer serving you anymore. You withdraw and you cut the cord from that. The Three of Wands is someone who is making plans for the future. So after the Eight of Cups, once you've made that decision to walk away, the Three of Wands is when you decide, you kind of get that spark of passion a little bit, and you kind of decide that you're going to make plans for the future. This is a very expansive card. This is when you haven't actually stepped forward into that new life yet. You haven't actually stepped foot out into those waters. She's got her surfboard. She's about to go surfing, but she hasn't gotten there yet. But it's a very like planning, I'm going to progress into that forward movement kind of card. So what I'm seeing for you, you said you want to know what the changes are. So you have the Ace of Cups. So again, this is an offer from someone for love. This is new love. This is overwhelming and overflowing emotions. This is where your cup is full. It's an offer of love from someone. So this can be two different people, or this could be the same person with these kinds of energies. Shannon, I got you, girl. Don't worry. So the Knight of Cups is the epitome of a knight in shining armor of the tarot. The Knight of Cups is someone who's very charming, very romantic. He brings you flowers. He sweeps you off your feet. He's very in his feelings, very vulnerable. He's like he loves the idea of love. So this can be masculine or feminine energy, but of course it's just depicted by a male. So, this is a new relationship for you. It's just a romance relationship coming toward you. Now, this person can also be this person. They can be the same person, or they could be two different people, but also what's coming towards you is the King of Swords. This is somebody who has also been through a lot. This could even be your energy as well. Sometimes the energy goes vice versa. So this could also be your energy as well, but this could also be someone who's coming towards you. This is someone who's been through a lot. They've been through the BS. They're kind of tired of it. They may be a little bit cold in a way. They kind of express themselves very like matter of fact, because they're kind of just, they don't want the drama. They're like, if you want to be with me, just tell me kind of person. But the King of Swords is, and I forgot to tell you, the Knight of Cups is water energy. So that's Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And the King of Swords is air energy. So that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So that could also be someone coming towards you. But this person is very communicative. They're very intelligent. They like to be stimulated by their mind. They like to have that conversation. They seek knowledge. They seek truth. So they're going to be very, very honest. So that's the kind of person. So these two people could be different, or they could just be, he could be or she could be a very romantic person, but also a very intelligent person. So anyway, I could go on and on describing these people, but you know, you've been through a lot. But the good thing is there's a lot of love coming your way. So I hope that you liked that one, Maria. I hope that helped. Hey, Taylor. Yeah, I'll add you to the list. And if you guys could subscribe, that would be really great because it's a brand new channel of mine. So I would really appreciate it. So Shannon, you said since your internet wasn't working and you missed when I called your name, I'll go ahead and take you next. After that will be Find a Donuts. After that would be Amanda C. and then Taylor. And I believe that's everyone that I've got so far. All right, so Shannon, how does my Aries feel about me? Let's see. How does Shannon's Aries feel about? How does the Aries feel about Shannon? 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 Thanks, Maria. Find a Donuts. I had Shannon fourth on the list when I first logged in, and her internet, or his internet, I'm not sure, was not working when I did a call, and so that's what happened with that one. That's why I'm doing that one right now. Thanks for understanding. All right. So Shannon, I'm gonna try to make sure I get these in view for you here. So how does your Aries feel about you? So we have the Magician. So your Aries definitely feels like you're someone who can manifest pretty much anything that they want out of life. I feel like they want to manifest things with you. So what that means is that they want to create a life with you. You also have the Two of Cups. So when I see the Two of Cups, I feel like this is a very like soulmate, twin flame. Oh, hold on one second. There was like an ad running on my phone for some reason. I use it as a webcam, so that was very odd. The Two of Cups, I see it as a very like soulmate, twin flame connection. So if you aren't sure what like a twin flame is, you should definitely look it up. Whenever this card comes up, that's what it signifies to me. So it's definitely a very spiritual connection between the two of you, and I feel like that's how they view you. We also have the Princess of Cups. So this is someone who's very loving, very compassionate. So he or she views you as someone who is very loving, very compassionate, somebody who is very vulnerable, who is very nurturing. And they also see you as someone that they want to build a life with. The Ten of Pentacles is kind of like the family card. It's kind of like the epitome of like family. It's kind of like where you want to be at the end of life. It's like the retirement, the wealth. It's like all of the material abundance of the earth where you have your kids, you have your dogs, you have, the marriage, you have just the beauty of life with this person. So it's kind of like where you just feel happy. I feel like they see you as someone who's incredibly strong, someone who has great influence, um, and someone who can overcome many challenges in life. But I do feel like they think that you've been through a lot, that you may have a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, things that keep you up at night. You try to balance a lot, and they see that, and I think that they think it weighs heavy on you. Sometimes it can make you apathetic, or just kind of like despondent, just not really interested. Um, and indecisive in a way. So I think that not that it makes you unappealing, but I feel like because you try to juggle so much and you're trying to balance everything all the time, they just worry about that. So I think, because they love you and they care about you, they just want to make sure that you take care of yourself, and you don't let this get to you. But overall, their feelings for you are very strong. They do know that they have a very spiritual connection with you. They do want to manifest this life together with you. And they see you as a very nurturing, very compassionate, very loving person, and they really adore that about you. So I hope that helped answer your question, Shannon. All right, so my boyfriend is off of work, so I'm going to have to close the list after Taylor. So let me edit my title here. I think if there's anybody else that I missed, let me know, but all I have left is Find a Donuts, Amanda C., and Taylor. Is there anyone else in here that I forgot to add? If so, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and close the list after those three. I took care of it, hon. Yeah, I took care of it. All right, so next question we have, who is my future husband? Characteristics. Okay, so find a Donuts, we have, who is my future husband? All right. You're welcome, Shannon. All right, so this is going to be someone who, okay, so first card that came out was a fire sign, so that's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But then we also got cups. So, okay, I really don't think it's going to be an air sign at all. I don't think it's going to be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. If it is, it might be somewhere in their chart. I don't think it's going to be their main sun sign. But I think it's going to be fire sign, cups, or earth. Earth is the heaviest influence here, but for some reason, because fire and cups pulled first, I just feel like it's probably going to be fire sign or water sign. My personal opinion, that's the vibe that I'm getting here. So it's going to be Libra, Sagittarius, or Aries. And then my phone is doing the ads again. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. So it's either going to be Leo, Aquarius. So I'm getting all my signs mixed up. It's going to be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, fire sign, or it's going to be Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Those are the ones that I'm thinking. Now it could be Earth, but I feel like Earth might be like moon sign or ascendant. And the Earth signs are the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This person's going to be a bit of a free spirit. They're kind of going to march to the beat of their own drum. They're going to be very compassionate, very loving. This person has a high emotional intelligence. So you're going to feel like when you have conversations with this person, and you're expressing your feelings and you're expressing your emotions, they're going to be like, I hear you, I understand you. It's going to be very much something that they can reciprocate back. I feel like sometimes when you talk to people, like they don't have that emotional intelligence. This person is going to have that about them. They're going to be very loving, very nurturing. Even for a masculine, they're going to be very nurturing to you. This person's going to be very hopeful, very glass half full kind of person. They might even be very spiritual, and I don't necessarily mean like religious per se. I mean, they could be, but I feel like more spiritual. So they might be into things like tarot, crystals, meditation. Um, they might just be into, they might just be very open to just, they're not very closed-minded. I don't feel like this person is, they're not going to be closed off to possibilities of things out there. Ace of Wands, they're going to be very passionate. I feel like they're going to be very creative. This person may even be like really artistic in a way, like an artist or poetry or music or something like that. Or there may be like a hobby of some sort that, or just creative when it comes to ideas. They might be very good with words. They're also going to be someone who works well with other people. And it's going to be like a teamwork kind of relationship. So it's going to be like you cook, I'll do the dishes kind of thing. I feel like it's going to be a very collaborative relationship between the two of you. You guys are going to be really stable. I feel like you guys might not be super, super wealthy. I mean, you possibly could, but I feel like he's going to make sure that you guys are very secure. I don't feel like you guys are going to be worrying too much about money. Um, I feel like you're definitely going to feel stable when it comes to finances, especially with the Page of Pentacles, which is offers of financial opportunity and abundance and prosperity and things like that. It makes me feel like you guys are always going to be in the positive when it comes to um, being financially abundant. And I feel like this person's a bit of a dreamer. I feel like this person's going to be like, oh, let's go do this or let's go do that, or, constantly like surprising you or like wanting to take you out to dinner or wanting to like do this or do that. And you're going to kind of be like, wow, this guy's got a lot going on. But I feel like it's more like he wants to keep the relationship new. Like I said, he's a bit of a free spirit. So this is like a really, really awesome dude, actually. I kind of want to meet him. But that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, Fine Donuts. That's like the kind of energy that I'm picking up is just a bit of a free spirit, very very just warm, inviting, just a really awesome guy. I hope that answered your question, and sorry about the little interruption at the beginning. My phone keeps going crazy. All right, so next is Amanda C. I think you put your question earlier, but if you wouldn't mind putting it again for me, girl. I hope you guys can still see the cards. I'm like trying to take the glare off of the cards a bit. Will Sophia come, or was Sophia from Cambodia come to America? Okay. Find Donuts. I will be back this week. I actually have something where I can, it's not like 100% accurate all the time, but it's actually worked out pretty well. Like when I've tested it for myself and my personal life, it comes out like 75% correct, but I'm able to basically test it with my tarot. And I have eye color, I think it's like body type, height, and hair color, I think. Um, so I can do that for you later this week. If you hit the notification bell, I should have that option, hopefully. Since I'm brand new, I don't really know how that works. But if I have that option, click it because I should be back this week and I can do that reading for you and get you like those 4 characteristics. And I think that I can also do, I want to say it's like ethnic ethnicity, which is like the background. Like if they're very like close in culture to you. And there was like a couple other things. So if you want to get that information, that would be kind of like a separate intention, a separate kind of question. Qualities are a little different, but physical appearance. Um, but they've come pretty close. I mean, I can't guarantee it's like 100%, but like I said, when I've tested it for myself, like with the people that I know, it's come pretty close. So if you want to do that, you're welcome. Okay, perfect. No, Taylor, you didn't miss your turn. You're after Amanda C, and then that will be my last one for the night. All right, so Amanda C. Will Sophia from Cambodia come to America? So for questions about for those, I'm not sure what the situation is. I know sometimes when you're coming from out of the country, you have stipulations. There's other things factors that are out of your control. But if it does have something to do with free will, I just want to let you know that when it comes to those kinds of things, I can only go with the energy, like the question surrounding the current energy, but we can definitely see what the energy is surrounding that question right now for you, Amanda, okay? All right, so let's see. Will Sophia from Cambodia come to America? All right, so the Nine of Swords depicts someone who has been through a lot in their life. They kind of have a wall up, they kind of have a guard up. So if somebody has been having trouble, like for instance, if Sophia's been having trouble coming to America, or if there's been like a conflict that's stopping her from coming this way, or maybe she's been let down before, or something like that, that may be why this energy is coming up. This is somebody who kind of feels like, oh, I've really been through it. Is this really something I want to continue? But just know that this is definitely a card that says keep going, keep persevering, keep trying. Because the Nine of Wands is just before the Ten of Wands, and the 10 means the end of something. The Nine of Wands is basically a test of your faith, a test of your resilience, and it's basically saying just persevere. You're almost there. You're like right at the finish line. Like keep going. I feel like whatever it is that's going on, that's either stopping her or stop, like whatever the decision is that's going on is going to require help. There's like other people involved and other factors involved in regards to this decision with Cambodia and or sorry, for with Sophia with from her leaving Cambodia and coming to America. There's like other factors involved. So it's going to require like a team effort to help get her over here. I'm not quite sure what that is, but the Three of Pentacles is like a teamwork card. It's like cooperation. Um, it's like where people are coming together to make something work, and just like a teamwork card. The Two of Wands is about decisions and making a decision between two things, but it's basically saying that you have the world in your hands, that you have the ability to make this happen. And the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups is a yes card, so it really does seem very favorable. To me, it kind of feels like there's just a couple kinks, a couple things that need to be worked out. Maybe like I don't know. There's something that needs a little extra work here. But it definitely seems like it's something that will help. It seems like the Three of Pentacles is about friendship. It's about coming together. It's about connection and being reconnected with someone. The father of my children is interested in her. We sold our home, and I think he is using portion to marry her over. Oh, wow. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's okay. So that makes sense. So then this is probably the energy of her. You know what? The Three of Cups can also signify a third party in relationships. Like, I hate to say it, but so like not necessarily cheating, but it could be cheating or like infidelity or like basically a third party. Basically, where it's like three people involved. So it could be like a third wheel, or it could be just someone else involved, where like someone is like there's one person and then two people are interested in that person, or basically it's just like a third party kind of card. So, that would signify this, the father of your children being interested in that person. That makes sense why that card would come up. The Queen of Pentacles could be her receiving that money, because the Queen of Pentacles is about, like, the Pentacles are about money and receiving money or having abundance. So that could be her in this card. But there's something, maybe that's what that is. It's a possibility, but there's some obstacle here. Maybe it's a matter of just, maybe the obstacle is money, but it does seem like it is favorable that it will happen. But like I said, it's about free will. It's about people making the actual decision. Because you have the Two of Wands, this is about making the decision. This decision has not been made yet, because the Two of Wands came up. So it seems favorable. It seems like it is possible, but I just don't think it's actually something that has happened yet, or the decision has been made yet. And unfortunately, if a decision hasn't been made in someone's head, then we can't predict the future, because the future is malleable. The future is changing. You can constantly, if you don't like the way something is going, you can change it. So, um, that's what I have for you. I I feel like it's a decision that hasn't been officially made, but that would make a lot of sense. This third party energy here. Um, and looking at it now, kind of having a little more information, the Nine of Wands could be you, possibly, and that you've been through it with the situation and the hardships that you've been through about it. Um, so I feel like it's leaning towards a yes, because of the cards that come out surrounding the current energy. But at the same time, like I said, the decision still hasn't been officially made yet. So that's what I have for you, Amanda. And Taylor, if you want to go ahead and post your question, my dear. You're welcome, Amanda. Okay. Been there. Been there. All right, let's see here. All right, so this is for Taylor. How is Aries feeling about Taylor since denying him? How is Aries feeling about Taylor since denying his request? How is Aries feeling about Taylor since denying his request? How is Aries? He hasn't given up, Taylor. I don't think that's the last you're gonna hear from him. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he's given up. I'm going to shuffle a little more and see if anything comes out here. Yeah, he's still open to communication. I feel like you're going to hear from him again. This card is all about like mental and like the mind and communication. So he's definitely open to it still. I feel like almost it kind of gave him like a challenge if that, like I'm almost feeling he's just like, okay, she's gonna make me work for it. Page of Pentacles is someone who's trying to like manifest something into their life. So it's almost like with these two cards, he's like, okay, so she denied that to me, but I'm gonna try to use my powers and still make it happen. Because the Seven of Pentacles is someone who's holding a vision, someone who's trying to like manifest and make things happen in their life, kind of like grow and create. And I kind of feel like with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, he's still kind of in that energy where he hasn't really given up. The Six of Pentacles is a give and take kind of card. So I think that he's kind of realizing now that that was kind of maybe if he's wanting something more with you than just that, maybe that wasn't the best approach, especially since he hasn't really given much to the relationship. Like, you know, as far as like reconciliation, like that was kind of like his first thing. That was kind of like his mental state, and that's kind of what he asked. Like the first thing that he asked of you. So I think that he's realizing now that it's if he wants something more with you, that it's got to be more like a give and take, and he can't really just immediately go there. So I think that he's realizing that a little bit because the Six of Pentacles is about being generous, about accepting and offering and giving and taking and having that balance between the two. And the Four of Pentacles, I feel like he's understanding you're a little bit more conservative in a way to where if he's wanting to, like you said, if you want to reconcile with me, like you got to work for it a little bit. I'm not going to just like give you all my goodies, like that. I kind of feel like she's like holding tight on that purse, kind of like it's just like, no, I'm not going to give that away to you that easily, kind of thing. But he does see you as this the Empress is someone who's very sensual. She's very beautiful. She's like the epitome of divine feminine. It's this beauty within her, fertility. So he sees you as this very nurturing, very gorgeous, very feminine, very just like very just gorgeous, beautiful seductress in a sense. So that's what the Empress is. It's just like the epitome of divine feminine. It's like this wonderful, beautiful woman. And so he sees you in that way. And so I feel like he's still going to work for it. He's still open to communication. I don't think that it really turned him off in any negative way. If that's what you were worried about. I feel like, I mean, it could have like maybe, let him down a little bit, but I don't think I feel like he's still open to communication with you. So hopefully that answered your question. You're welcome, Taylor. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for my first live and all of the subscribes. I will be back sometime this week, so if you guys want to join me again for any additional questions, and just know that I take donations, so if you guys don't want to wait, donations will take priority. And I just want to, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and you guys have a good evening wherever you are in the world. Hi, Rose. Thanks so much for joining in. I'm actually heading out for the night, but if you want to subscribe, I'm actually going to be back later on this week. I was literally just about to end the live stream. But I'll be back this week, Rose. And anyone who catches the recording,